Hi everyone, good evening to all. I Pratiksha Bhatoria along with my team Vikas and Amjit. So here we are to discuss something about the pick list and the dependable pick list and their features. So can we move on to the next slide? Yes. So what is pick list and dependable pick list? And what are the different data types that are available in MDM SaaS? And how is it different from the on-premises that we've already worked on? So yeah. So what is picklist and dependable picklist? The first point that we'll be talking about. So as the definition says over here is, it's a predefined list of values that can be used for fields in record to ensure the data consistency and standardization. So it's like a drop down list where you don't have to manually enter the data. So that's the reason that it has a lot of consistency, because you don't have to, because sometimes user can miss enter the data or misspell a name or something. But when you have predefined uh, the predefined things that are already present there in the drop down, then the percentage of error making, it gets reduced to a large extent. So that's what it says. It helps the user select values from a drop down rather than entering free text. It reduces the error and maintains the data integrity. So, like we can see on the screen, pick list example is given out of below the attributes, and there is date and time, then date, then pick list. So this pick list is the actual symbol that out of which what we are talking about. So that is pick list. Then there is another pick list called dependable pick list. So dependable pick list would be like, if I give an example, like in pick list I want to give countries, right? And dependable pick list would be that in countries what are the states, in countries what are the cities that come. So if I want to give states in the dependable pick list and countries in the main pick list, so it would work like that, like shown in this example as well. Here country has been taken as the pick list, so it needs a value earlier, but when it has been taken as the pick list, so it becomes a drop down. So it gets a value from the backend. Yes, we can move. Yeah.
Okay, so here we discuss what is dependent pick list. Pick list where the available value in one pick list depend on the selection made in other pick list. Suppose I give example that a country have many states. Okay, so state depend on the country. So there are many state and there are many country. So parent pick list will be the country and the child pick list will be the state. Okay, so it will help to maintain the consistency for dynamic filling option based on the user input. Okay, now move to the next slide. Okay, here we can see reference data. So reference data basically it play a crucial role basically in this. By default, admin team will provide like example country and state. They will provide a list for that. Suppose if we want to create our new, so we can also create new reference data. The new call new option new. We can click on the new, and we can create many reference data. Okay, we can use it. Now move to the next slide.
Okay, thank you, Amjad. I think there is some network glitch from Amjad's side. So I want to summarize the dependent pick list. Let me open my video. Okay. So what is dependent pick list? So dependent pick list, as Pratiksha ma'am has told you guys, like we have option pick list. So pick list is nothing but when we have to create a tab with the drop down options. Okay. You have seen in some user interface that you have to choose. Wait a second. Okay. Okay. So you have to click on drop down and you will see the different options you have to choose. So these options are called pick list in MDM clouds, as we can say. Okay. So dependent pick list is nothing but is dependent on the pick list. Just suppose you have chosen the country option in the pick list. Country attribute you have in a pick list, and there are different countries in the pick list. Okay, like USA, India, and many countries. Okay, so with depend on the that pick list, dependent pick list is created. So according to the country, it will show you the number of states. Like in USA, it will show you Washington DC. It will show you different states of the USA. So dependent pick list is also the drop down option. Like here you can see the tab, select country and dependent pick list. Okay, so it will change to the state in this user interface. So you can read dependent pick list is a type of pick list where the available values in one pick list depend on the selection made in one another pick list. Okay, it means it depend on this one. You choose the country, then it will show you the state which comes into that country. Okay, this helps maintain data consistency by dynamically filtering options based on user input. It filter out the dependent pick list on the basis of this country. So this is all from dependent pick list. So you can also see this two things, parent pick list. When you describe the dependent pick list now, so you have to describe the parent pick list. Parent pick list is nothing but it define that which parent, which pick list you want to select here to create dependent pick list. Okay, just like I have taken the example of country. So on the basis of that country, so it will show you the number of states. So you have to click, you have to choose the country pick list here because you are creating a state dependent pick list. Okay, so that's why parent pick list is nothing but a pick list which on the basis you want to create dependent pick list. Okay, and reference data is nothing but reference data is like a lookup data from where it is lookup data like state. We are creating a state. So reference data, it will refer the data from the state data set. Okay, so it will filter out the states on the basis of parent pick list, on the basis of country you have chosen in the parent pick list. Okay, so it will filter out the data reference. It will take reference. Okay, so this is all from the dependent pick list. You can see this is the important topics you can learn. So let's move to the next slide. What are the different data types are available in MDM SaaS and how it is different from on-premises? We have seen in the cloud format that we have different data type in comparison of on-premises. Okay, MDM on-premises. So this is all the data types you can see here. You guys can see data types in information MDM cloud SaaS versus on-premises. Okay, so there are different data types. You can see text, numeric, boolean, date and time, pick list, dependent pick list. We can use these things also in the MDM cloud SaaS and in the on-premises. So in the text, for the text, what we use in the cloud, we use string, alphanumeric. But in on-premises, we use varchar, char. Okay, so these things we use in the on-premises. You have if you guys have hand-on practice on for on-premises, then you can understand varchar. Okay, and for the numeric things, we use integer, decimal for the cloud, but we use on integer, float, decimal, big int, big integer, and small integer for the on-premises. Boolean means true, false. So it is stored as a tiny integers, okay, as or char, we can say, in the on-premises. Date and time, for date and time, we use date and date time. But in on-premises, we use date, timestamp also, and date time, same. For the pick list, we use pick list. We have already seen in the cloud says we use pick list, predefined values, okay? But implemented using reference table. We use reference table there in on-premises. And dependent pick list, we use pick list linked to another pick list, means one pick list, and pick list which is related to that pick list is called dependent pick list. But in on-premises, we use this phenomena through the relationships. Okay, we can say no direct equivalent. So, and for the reference, the links to another entity, but in on-premises implemented as foreign keys. We have seen the foreign keys, primary keys in the on-premises. Okay. Rich text, there is an also data type store as a stores formatted text like HTML support. These are the advanced data types you can see. JSON, okay, native JSON support is, but in the on-premises it is stored as a globe and varchar. So these are the things you can read from this. So these are data types are different in comparison of cloud to the on-premises. Okay. So let's move to the next slide. So MDM Cloud says has built-in pick list. We have seen this. Dependent pick list also and JSON support. Okay. And MDM on-premises relies on database dependent storage like varchar, globe, and foreign keys. So on-premises, we have varchar, globe options. Okay. These are the main different you can see in the database data types. So basic fields are text. You can see the UI user interface. While creating the pick list and dependent pick list, you can also see in these things, text, integers, date time, the different things you can see here. These are the data types in MDM Cloud says. So I think this is all from the pick list and dependent pick list from today's lecture. So thank you. Thank you so much.